guys, it's Kelly, the embroidery nurse. Happy New Year! Happy 2022! Two. Lots of twos this year. So I wanted just to pop on and talk about what's been going on in Embroidery Nurse and what plans I have for the year. What plans I have for my own embroidery business and what plans I have for this channel, right? There's lots of different moving pieces in my world, and add 3 boys, a puppy, and a traveling husband to that. Woo! So I want to share with you my word of the year. Focus. Will it focus on my focus? I had a great artist friend that was making word of the year canvases, and I jumped on the opportunity. My word of the year is focus. I thought about this long and hard. I was just doing some contemplation. I was just doing some kind of review of my year, what had happened, what my goals were, what did I meet, what didn't I meet. And I realized that I need to focus. And I really want to focus back to the basics, right? And I'm talking about business now. Lots of things I need to focus on in my own personal world, right? Focusing on each one of my kids, make sure they all get, their needs met, and my husband and our family life. But what I'm talking about now is my business. And I need to focus. I need to focus and kind of get back to the basics. In year 2021, last year, I really tried to branch out into far too many things. And so I want to get back to the heart of my embroidery business and why I even started it to begin with. So here's some changes that are happening. The biggest one is I decided to put my foot back into the world of nursing. I left nursing when the pandemic started, mainly because I was furloughed in a doctor's office that no longer could support the casual staff members. So the staff members that weren't their full-time employees, I wasn't getting benefits or things like that. I was just working, filling in when they had a need, and they really couldn't support all of us. So I stepped away as they had asked. I ended up moving during that and am now in a town that I love and am so excited to raise my children here. But 2 years went by and I was starting to kind of get an itch of wanting to put my nursing education back to use. And so I have taken a PRN, which is, again, a casual position at the local hospital here. And I'm going to be a pediatric nurse and also do mother-baby, which is what I did before. So I'm really looking forward to that. How does that change my life and my embroidery business? Honestly, it really doesn't. Honestly, I know this is going to sound backwards, but it's going to help me focus. Because when I have lots of time, I tend to not use it very wisely. But when I've got a short window of time that I've got to get stuff done down here, I'm on top of it and I can really focus. I know my time is limited, so I have to really be present. I have to focus and get the job done. So I really don't think it's going to change anything. And again, I wanted to get back into the world of nursing. It's a crazy time right now for healthcare workers. And I just kind of hated that I stepped away in our time of need. And so I'm really excited to kind of get back and put my education to use. I will be filling in on the floor that I'm going to work on when they have needs. If somebody's going to take a vacation or if they have, don't have enough nurses on the schedule, then I will pick up shifts as needed. So I'm looking forward to it. So focus. So there's a lot of goals that I had last year. I went back and kind of reviewed my video at the beginning of the year where I was talking about the things that I hoped to accomplish. So I wanted to kind of go over those a bit and see, what did I succeed at? What did I colossally fail at? Or what do I still need to be working on? So the first goal I had last year was to get my financials in order. And I will say I still am awful at financials. That is my least favorite part of my job. And I just pretend it's not even there at times. And that's pretty much how I started my business, with just kind of pretending it was not even a thing. But my husband got on me, and the more money that I made in this business and realized it was a true business, the more I realized that I needed help with that. So that is something that we did delegate and have an accountant that's working with us and helping me on the business side and getting my financials in check. So hire a VA to help with social media. I did do this. I actually spent more money than I would like to admit doing this. I don't think I got the return that I had hoped for. Well, I know I didn't get the return that I hoped for. So even though I did dabble in that this year, I do not do that any longer because I really didn't see the return on the investment that I gave. So I do think it's still, something to look into if you're interested in that. They were doing all my social media, but in the end, I felt like I did learn, some things from them, and I think I'm able to carry those on. I don't do as much social media as I might have at the beginning of the year or the middle of the year when I did have that virtual assistant group. But I also, looking at analytics, realized that that's really not where, I think it was only 2% of my sales come from social media when it comes to my Etsy business. So anyway, I did try that. That goal was met, but I've decided not to continue with that. And who knows, that might change again this year. Work on Etsy listings, SEO, pictures, that is ongoing, always needs to be a goal, and I continue to work on that. So yes, I did it, but it needs to stay. Launch Applique of the Month Club. Yes, I did. So I have a surprise Applique of the Month Club. It's called the Sam's Club, and I have really, really, really enjoyed doing this. It is a consistent amount of people that get a shirt every single month that is theme related. So like this month they got a Valentine's. Next month they'll get St. Patrick's Day, and on and on and on. And it's one a month. And I've loved it. And the folks that have been a part of it have loved it too. So that's been a success. Launch my Shopify site. I did. And that's going really not like I had hoped. It really requires a lot of legwork to get customers to meet you at a Shopify site, right? To get people to see the site. I do put it on all of my marketing materials and even list it on my Etsy shop, but I've just not had the traction that I had hoped. Now, again, I'm not throwing in the towel, and I'm just going to really try to focus more on that and put a little bit more time in it. I opened it and then I just let it sit there and didn't do enough to, bring people into that, because I really would like to continue that as another platform. Number 6 was keep more inventory in stock. I ebb and flow with this so much. I sometimes will have a ton and then I'll get down to having none. I have purchased a lot from overseas this year and tried a lot of different items. I do sell some of these blanks in a group on Facebook. It's really just the things that it only is the things that I'm actually going to be selling myself. I will buy more of them and then I'll sell, the leftovers by doing pre-orders in a group on Facebook. So I have done that. I've enjoyed that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to source items, to, get samples of items, and then to turn around and place orders for items, then wait for them to come to you items, and then ship them back out to folks that ordered them with you. It's a lot of work. And, when I'm talking about wanting to focus again, this isn't where I'm going to be putting a lot of my focus into, but I do hope to continue it for certain items that have, been good sellers for me. I want to keep buying them in bulk, and it helps, when I can buy them for others at the same time too. So I'll keep doing that. I definitely did it. Launch a new website for learning more about machine embroidery, tips, tricks, and tools of the trade. I did. I launched embroideryaid.com. And I need to kind of refocus and put some more energy into that. But it's a place where you can find videos, tips, tricks, tools of the trade. You can also that's where you can purchase the blanks from, pre-orders and such. You can do one-on-ones if you want to speak with me directly. We can set up a one-on-one. You can find that on embroideryaid.com. So I did do that. So that's good. Sell starter boxes. So I created an embroidery starter box, and I think it's fantabulous. It's exactly what I feel like someone who is brand new to embroidery could use. So I do have those for sale on embroideryaid.com. Didn't take off like I had hoped, but I think orders trickle in, and so I still have that as an outlet. Sell supplies and fabric. So I do a few supplies, and I do have just your basic colors when it comes to fabric, and then isocore thread. Those are things that you can also purchase on embroideryaid.com. So again, I'm trying to focus on what's important. Those are things that I buy for myself already. So I will continue to do that because I feel like it's a good outlet for others as well that are looking for the same supplies that I'm using. Offer one-on-one coaching. I do that. I've really enjoyed doing that this year. I have just had just so much fun speaking one-on-one with folks and helping them just kind of dig deeper into how to start their Etsy, or questions about embroidery, or anything really. Every person that I have done a one-on-one with, I mean, truly, it's a 30-minute session, and I'm pretty sure every time I've spoken to somebody, it's gone well over that, because we just get to chatting, and normally the folks that are, contacting me to do that are basically exactly who I was several years ago. So I get where you're at, and I've really, really enjoyed those. So if that's something you're looking forward to or want to do, check it out. I would love to talk to you one-on-one. Showcase a weekly stitch out. So I started doing that. I did stitch out boxes and was doing a weekly stitch out, and it killed me, y'all. To have to be cornered to one night every week, it was too hard. Something always came up with my kids or my husband or my dog or something, and that time was really hard for me to dedicate. So I really enjoyed the ones we did. The boxes were a huge hit. It is something that I think looking into, further, probably not this year, but, again, or maybe just very specific seasons, like maybe just do the Christmas and July box, because that was so much fun, and we did live stitch outs with that. But to commit to one night every week to do a live was way more than I could, bite off or chew or whatever. So focus, and let's probably not working on that one as much. Make 1 to 2 videos a week on YouTube. No. Again, life happens, right? And I did not make 1 to 2 every week. There would be a month that would go by and I didn't post anything. And that's reflective of just things that are going on, right? Like just super busy with kids and COVID crap and going back to nursing and just all kinds of things. And I have a busy business. I really do. Like it keeps me busy every day. So the YouTube videos, it's never been my main focus. I enjoy doing these. I've loved the interactions that I have with others. When I'm down in my studio, I feel like, I've got a connection with you guys and it's somebody to talk to when I'm working. So I do love that. But the heart of what I do, again, focusing on what's important, is my embroidery business. So I can't take time away from that to make a video when this has been really busy. So working on getting some more organizational structure for my embroidery business will help me be able to make videos moving forward. And then my last one, it was just kind of a funny one, but it was Save for Christmas using that Digit app. Have you guys seen that? It's such a cool app, Digit. It will take money out like every single day, just like $1 here, $1 there, and you can set goals. I did do this, and it is fantabulous. And I set all these different goals, and then one day I went in and took it all back out and like paid off something with it, and I need to get back to it because it's a super cool app. So those are my goals last year. It's really fun. Not fun. It's kind of like sometimes it's eye-opening when you go back and look at your goals and just see the tangents that you went off on. And I do that. I do that. I am definitely a little scatterbrained when it comes to focusing. It's upside down. And one thing with focus, I'm actually going, and I'm super anxious about it, but just to be completely transparent, in February to have an adult assessment for ADHD, something that I had lived with as a child, or ADD, and just to be reassessed for that and just kind of see where we're at so that I can focus and make sure that whatever I'm doing, whether it be, chilling with my kids, or volunteering or work as a nurse, that I can make sure that I am focused on the task at hand. So moving forward, what are my goals for this year? I don't have a long list this year. It's kind of like I don't have a resolution. But I did get a treadmill, so I would love for this year for you to see a transformation of being healthier, losing some weight, getting to a point where I just feel a little more comfortable in my own skin, right? So that's huge. But when it comes to business-wise, just really focusing, going back to the basics, spending more time on my Etsy shop, because that is, I mean, it's my business, right? And just focusing on that and not adding any other tangents to it. I will keep doing embroidery aid. I will keep doing pre-orders. I will keep doing the starter boxes. But everything else, I need to just kind of rein back in and just remember why I started this to begin with. And that's my biggest goal. I'm super excited to launch a new, you guys are not here to learn about me. Well, maybe this video, but in general, you're not coming to YouTube to figure out what's Kelly Payne doing today. Like that's not why you found me originally. You found me because you have an interest in embroidery. You want to learn more about machine embroidery. So that is what I'm launching. I am launching, starting in February, doing a video a week, you guys. It will drop every Sunday, and it will be a shortened version of how to do something, how to embroider. We're going to do 101 items, how to embroider 101 different items. We're going to have 101 different episodes, and probably more than that. I already have a list compiled of 101 items to embroider. And every week we're going to take one of those items. I am going to walk you through the process of what supplies you need, how to do it in Brilliance, how to set it up in your software, how to actually stitch it, how to do analytics, looking, diving deeper into that item to see if it's something that you possibly could sell or want to sell or add as an Etsy listing. And we'll go from there. I want these to be short and very informative. So if you literally want to know, how do I embroider a shower curtain? Boom, I'm gonna show you and cut out some of the chit chat, cut out some of the other stuff, and literally just show you start to finish. Let's do this thing. Here's the supplies. Here's how to do it. Here's how to look at the analytics of this particular product, getting it on Etsy, and done. So every Sunday there's going to be a new item, and some of these will be items that I probably already have done a video for, but some of those videos, some of the feedback I get, wow, I can be wordy, right? Like we're already 20 minutes into me talking about my ideas for the year, and I get wordy, and I just enjoy to talk. I enjoy to just too much probably. So these videos, I would just want them to be informative. I want you to see all the different potentials of things that we can make, that we can embroider. Like some of these are gonna be like, wait, you can embroider that? How in the world do you embroider that? So I'm super excited about this series. I will do other videos, in between when it comes to different things that are going on. Might do a few work with me lives, but those I do for me. Those I do for my motivation to work, because I feel like you guys are in here working with me. But my goal is to dedicate this year to doing how to embroider videos, tutorials. They will drop every Sunday. Super excited. Like I said, I've already compiled over a list of 101 items to embroider. You guys, in the comments right now, go and put in, what is it that you want to see a tutorial on? Because it's probably already on my list, but if it's not, I definitely want to add it. So yeah, that's my exciting focus. I wanted to focus on how I could be helpful. I never intended to start a YouTube channel with embroidery. I just happened to record one video, and I think you'll see it if you look at my videos. It's the very first video about a problem that I thought I had solved in regards to decreasing the puckering when it came to a shirt that I embroidered, and how to fix it and how to make it better. And I'm in my pajamas, y'all. You don't even see any part of my body. It's like on my iPhone, shaking around every time I touch the table. It's a hot mess. It's like an 8-minute video, but that video really kind of opened up my eyes to the fact that people come to YouTube to figure out how to do things, how to fix things, how to correct things. And so I want to make sure the content that I'm giving you is answering those questions, not about me and my life and how crazy I am and any of that, I want to specifically make sure that I'm making content that is evergreen and helpful for you guys, you know, moving forward, whether you have embroidered for 20 years or 3 days, right? So that's I'm excited to do that. Again, kind of focusing, getting back to the basics, you know, keeping things true and just being open and real with you guys. That's my intentions. You know, I don't want to do automated and programmed, you know, videos. I want it just to be true. Look, here's how you do it. Let's do it together. Have fun. So anywho, here I go being wordy. But thank you guys for watching. I've had so much fun growing this channel. It is definitely a fun outlet. My kids think it's fun that their mom has YouTube. I don't tell my friends because I don't want them to go and look and laugh at me talking in my basement to myself. But for those that do watch every once in a while, keep it to yourself, right? Going to the Everything Embroidery Market this year. That's another huge goal. I'm going to be teaching a couple of classes there. You guys look into that. I'll put the link below. But definitely drop in the comments anything that you would like to see me embroider this year. And I will try to make sure that's on the list of my how to embroider, my 101 items. And that's it, you guys. Thank you. Love you. Happy stitching. Y'all have an awesome, awesome 2022.